Hey, Slate to Ben, America's Baseball Camps. Just taking a peek at your swing for your looking at some mechanic things that maybe I can suggest for you to try to work on as a former pro guy, and look forward to sharing that with you. And did pick up a couple things that I want to share. We wish you the best this year, and let's get started with your swing. Let's first talk about your stance. Obviously, you guys grow big up there. That's awesome. Good group of guys. You guys have been coming here for a long time, and just really strong, athletic, and some really good things that I see from your group. You guys are getting well coached and some great opportunities. In regards to your stance, the stance looks pretty good. I would be a little bit more athletic. I want to try to engage your lower half a little bit more in regards to our swing. We are a little bit of arms, so I think just taking a quick tweak on, and again, everything I'm going to say, you don't have to use it all. You can try. You can demonstrate with. Just from me doing this for a living, analyzing, I just want to throw out a couple things for you, but I want you to feel comfortable at it. So just stuff to try out, mess around with, that type of thing. So I do see I would be a little bit more athletic. Your posture is very good in regards to your waist. Your eyes are on the baseball. Your hands are fine. Your feet, I like that wideness in your feet. You're very big and strong, so I think those are good things in regards to your start. So as I go ahead and get myself loaded here, I think your load is fine. You get your hands back a little bit. You transfer your weight and get yourself ready to go. The initial thing that I see, you can see, is let's focus really heavily on this front foot. And you'll see this initial stride, you begin to go really open. And what happens is that's going to take all the leverage off of your lower half. Now we have nothing firm to hit against, nothing closed to hit against, so everything is already open. So I'm going to be a lot of arms in my swing. At this point of your swing, we want to make sure that our heel is actually facing the dugout over here. And you can see right now that your heel is facing this on-deck hitter. So let's focus on that heel looking the other way on that green line towards the dugout. So when you stride, you're starting closed, and then you're hitting against a firm front side at contact, because right now you're hitting against an open front side. And that's very important. What I would do is just work on that, where you're just going to work on a take. You work on just putting your foot up and setting it down, and just making sure that your stride is in the right spot. So if we just back it up and forth, you just want to make sure you're putting it down the right way. You can see that how it really opens up on you on this first swing. The other thing is at contact, pretty good at contact, just a hair back, and that's really fine with your size of your swing. Sometimes I would want you to be just a hair, sometimes to get in the lift mode. So for example, if I draw this line, you have you're a little bit off, and hardly at all. But if I take this straight line up, I'd want the head forward about 6 inches to work downhill, because what happens now is this kind of works here, but then you begin to really work uphill, and being a little bit taller is going to be able to work downhill and through and finish a little bit later, stay through the ball, work downhill a little bit more compared to getting underneath stuff. You can see at your swing right here how important it is to have that closed front side, because you can know right now it's a lot of lifting, it's a lot of arms, because of this front side is completely open and you have nothing firm to rotate into. And I think that's the biggest thing. If this heel right here was up towards here and it was more closed, this would be a pretty good looking swing. I would move your head up to here a little bit, just a little bit forward, but other than that, it would be a pretty good swing in regard to that. You can see when I finish, it even spins open more, and that's, you want it to open up the first part, and just something to work on. So what I would also work on doing, as you see, you kind of hopped at the end. I would try to really to kind of swing and freeze and hold your finish. That's going to really get you heavy on your legs and really engage your legs into your swing, so I think that's really going to help you. Again, you can see you start with a good stride, but then you end with a short stride. You can see that foot almost came back, and see how close your feet are. You can see how long your stride is. You start wide, and you want it to be that wide. I'm going to draw that line. And then when you do your land foot, you can see how much you actually come back, almost a foot or two, And the reason why you were so stride is because you can engage your lower half, but now it makes you shorter as you even take your stride. You can see how I'm just going to be working on all arms because I can't road into that kind of firm front side. So, and that was a tough pitch. But again, at the end, I would focus on holding my finish. Make sure at the end that you can see that this leg is straight. At this point of your swing, still we want to have a nice bend in it to really get ourselves heavy on our legs, because I really want you to engage that with your strength and your athletic ability. It's really going to be key for you to engage that lower half to get an extra 30 yards or so onto your baseball, because I think you can really do that. And let's check our next swing here. This might be the one that we did before, but let's check it out again. So, all right, I'm going to get myself loaded up. You can see I started with a longer stride, but now I go into a shorter stride. And that contact, head's a little sideways. Make sure this head stays nice and tall. Each time it got a little sideways to work an uphill. But those are just the 3 or 4 things that I see that's going to make a big difference in your swing. Something to be aware about. And keep up the great work, but just wanted to give you those couple tweaks to throw at you and see if they help you out a little bit. So have a great season. Thanks for coming to camp again, and tell your dad I said hi.